Happy Saturday, everybody. Today is July 12th and Faerie Fragments Extra Prizes announcement. I put this out on YouTube under a post and not a video because it happened after I finished the video. So this morning, the Neopets.com price shop in the Summer Beach Bash event has restocked as expected. And as with last week, some of the most desirable items sold out within 1 minute. So what TNT decided to do was, you know what, on July 11th, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to refresh it so that you can buy it. And of course, people are definitely upset at all of this just because what's going on here is, people want this fairy slurk stamp, people want this golden shell, and you took the time to actually accumulate these bronze coins. And the problem with this is they're limiting the golden shell to 500 and fairy slurk stamp to 100 every time it restocks. Now, you're limit one, so even though I bought this, I can't go back and get it again. But they put this limit on here, and people are really mad because you can't actually get it, and you have to attempt to fight each other the next week when it actually does refresh. Now, you imagine, like, if they do this on other events, think about the Void Within. If they did that with the Battledome items, stamps, anything that you want, just put a limit on 50 on all of them. You know how crazy that actually is? Or like an event to just put limits on like they did. And the only guess that I had is inside of this event they had this boost where you can purchase with coins, a booster that will give you more points for, like, I forget, like an hour, 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. There was like two different options. I didn't do it, of course. I just toughed it out. But if you put a limit on these items and it's going to refresh the second week, third week, something like that, you have quite the advantage if you have the coins because there's other people out there that didn't have the coins. So you eliminate that pool. But as this event goes on, as more and more people play and eventually accumulate the 1500 you need or the 1200 you need, then you're going to have more competition. Now it's whoever's game just works the best at the time. It doesn't kick you out and you can just click it when it refreshes. That is one of the biggest problems. I think they were kind of trapped into this. They're like, okay, we did this booster thing to get more money first couple of weeks, but if we attempt to just say it's unlimited now, like where there it doesn't stock 50 or 100, people are gonna get mad because they bought the boosters. So you're really caught in a hard place doing this, and I think that was the big mistake. I mean, realistically, I don't think you needed to do this at all. I mean, if you put that leaderboard, remember there was prizes for getting these bronze coins. Be like, what was it, top 50, 100, something like that. That's where you could have used the boost. People, if you put a really big prize there, then it'll be worth it to buy the boosters for some people, right? Imagine super attack P there, and then people buying the boosters. It makes sense that they would do that. Okay, Tales of the Cardia. Do not forget there is a donation dome event plus daily login calendar. Make sure to go in there and do that. I did not do that as of yet, but this guide here probably will tell me. Yes, yesterday was Scarblades, Pirate Hat, Scarblade Nag is upcoming, and somehow they are one day ahead, even though the calendar was blank. I don't really understand how they're ahead like that, but I did not log in as of yet, so I do have to get that. What is this? Fun in the Sun bundle, 247. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Look at that. The Fun in the Sun bundle. Pirate Palooza, don't really need that. Beach Day bundle. I don't know. I don't know. I do like the packages in there for the praline eggs though. Let's see what else we got. We have, oh, there was a new stamp, of course. Here you go, new stamp available at the Neopian post office. See what it is. It is the Petorium stamp, and it is a rarity 88. So yeah, gonna be pretty expensive for a while. And then we have the new summer die works, but that is basically it. Just going back over here, look what I got today. I've been on a streak when it comes to these quests. We got Bloat Be Gone, but Biscuit Paintbrush. I have no idea how much that's worth. I just am fascinated that there's more and more. I've got 3 brushes this week in the premium slot, which is pretty crazy. So either I'm just super lucky right now, or they up the chances of getting it, maybe something like that. And then we got this pile of Yusuki's Faerie Fragments. Did not log into either game this morning. It's Saturday. I was feeling kind of lazy. That's all. But yeah, because normally I try to turn it on when I wake up but I just didn't. I couldn't do it today. I wanted to play. Oh, Mrs. Cleaner. Oh, you can always count on Mrs. Cleaner. We got green apple, rainbow fountain burger, and a brilliant bubble cream. Thank you, as always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, but let's see what I'm doing here. Apparently, I already did a bunch of what? I did a bunch of quests. Apparently, what did I do? Customize groom. Oh yeah, I did do that stuff. That is right. I have to battle in this thing as well. I saw Buzz hit 500. I did not sell. I could not. I could not do it. One of these days I will. Oh, I realized why I don't want to open my capsule. Unless I already said this, but I realized I don't want to open my retired Hidden Tower capsules just yet. And it's actually for a really stupid reason. Not stupid, it's just I'm lazy. So I don't want to do it because then I'd have to go through the effort of trying to go on the trading. Trade. I will tell you one of the worst things that the things that I hate doing on this website is trading or haggling people for items and just the whole act of it. Like I hate it. I know some people enjoy it. They do those hard to sell boards. They go, I got 100 million and I want to buy some hard to sells. Give me your huge discounts. Like the whole idea of just like discounting my items and just going back and forth with someone going, I want this for 300 or 400 or yeah, I just don't want to do that. I hate it. I hate that in real life. My culture, I'm Vietnamese. My culture is that way. Like where you're supposed to do that when you go to the market. So I've been to Vietnam twice now. I'm going again in 2 years. And when you go to the store in the marketplace, yeah, like anywhere outside, you're supposed to actually do that. And I can't, it's the American in me. I have not the ability to go haggle with people. And that's the same with Neopets. I just don't want to do it. It's basically if you give me a price that I think is acceptable, like a fair one. You make money, I make money, whatever. Like we're all happy in the end. I think that's cool. Like I don't want to bare bones go down to the lowest possible. That just seems very not good to me. That's the same way I think when I go to the market in Vietnam or anywhere really. It's like I know they need to make money. So I'm not going to haggle them all the way down. It just seems weird to me because we're all just trying to get what we want in life. So that's how I see it. And I don't. I think about this Hidden Tower capsule, and some of them probably are harder to sell than the others. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to go through that. I really wish I could just buy items and hand it to somebody, and then they do something with the item, and then give me back, you know, uh, give me back the portion, and they take a little cut. I think that would be so much nicer in my life. And I don't think you can actually do that. Like how they have those professional eBayers, like they'll take your stuff and eBay it, and they'll eventually they'll give you money back at minus their commission. I would love that on Neopets. Someone that would just do like I need a middleman that is willing to do all of that. How cool would that be? Just like here's the item, and they're not gonna run away and steal it and not give you my money back. But it would just be so nice if that could actually happen. Yeah, yeah, that's actually true. I'm just like totally lazy when it comes to all this. I don't want to deal with any of it. But 504, do I do it? Do I do it? Here, let me hit refresh. Make sure it didn't change hours. 504. How much do I have? 300s. 300. Should I just sell 100 of it? And then if it goes to 750, I'll do 100. How about that? Then I could say I sold at 500, and not every day you hear me say the same thing about, oh, it's 500 and I can't do it. So today's the day. I trim this thing. Do you see Bitcoin? 117,000. So congrats to anybody that bought the dip. For sure. I'm so excited, like seeing that. Bitcoin to 200,000. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my advice or anything like that. It's pretty exciting. Okay, let's do that. Sell my shares. Dang, look at that. That is pretty awesome looking. All right, and then, this one too. I'm starting to do that where I trim it. Wait, I don't have to. This one, you see, it's like, I don't have any 1000s here, so it's finally just climbing back up is what it's doing. Now I need to buy one. Let's see, EEE. That's a 16. Is there any 15s? Any 15s? Oh, I see a 15. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. Okay, I feel accomplished now. I did something that I said Took me so long. 32 to 10. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Just money falling out of everywhere. 32 to 10. Look at doggo. Even on super warm days, naps in the sunshine are great. I know my cat loves doing that so much. 36 to 10 is the big ones for today, so we shall see. And I did not click on Faerie Employment Agency for so long. So I totally missed it at this point. Okay. All right. And then I need to buy, I think, two today. You heard me talk about that haggling, but like imagine this. This is what I have to do in real life. Wait, was that the only one? Lightning one. Anyway, I was thinking that Mohawk. Let me haggle this girl down. I'm gonna go 20 Neo points, buddy. Oh, 93. That's not even half. 40, 81, 50, 75, 60, 75. I see what's happening now. You're just gonna say 75. Oh, 65. He took it 65. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I gotta do this haggling thing more often. I don't mind doing it to a Neopets shop owner. I know you're not real, buddy. I know you're not. You don't need to bring those Neo points home to your family, your non-existent family. Yeah, let me touch this meteor. We got some tasty fungus. Yum yum. Tasty fungus. I do love a good mushroom pizza. I know about all of you. I think that's one of my favorite pizzas out there. There we go. Just a little fungus on the pizza. It'd be all good. I will say this scratch card place with the jackpots have been up there this week. It's just been pretty crazy. I've been selling scratch cards left and right when it comes to the ice extravaganza. You should see my bank account. I don't show it on purpose right now because I want you to be wowed like the day that I actually show you. I want to have an impressive balance. Be like, wow, look at that guy. He's been making moves. And realistically, I haven't really done much. I just sold ice extravaganza scratch cards that I bought from when they were giving it out in Dakardia. And then I was just doing my dailies. That's really all it is. Imagine you just make millions from playing dailies. It is weird. I mean, it also helps that I'm premium and then I have the Nerc mids. So I won't say it's all on that. And then the premium prizes from the Battledome challengers. Yeah, that helps out too. But if you just play normally, just play the dailies even without premium, you're making millions. Right? It really just comes like the weekly prizes. If you just re-roll and you get lucky on the re-rolls, right? I mean, I've had that time where it was that like 80,000. Oh, I was like 320,000, whatever number it was on re-roll, and that was nuts. I had to stop. That is crazy. But other than that, like you just make tons of money without even really trying. Yeah, apple. Give me that apple. All right. I'm missing a twig. Where's the twig? Where's it? Oh, there it is. Bang! Look at that. Hiding. All right. Well, I think that is basically. What is this? Slushy now. Gads games. Yes, 306. That is terrible. It is 306. Oh, what? No way. No freaking way. I did this yesterday. I'm actually pissed. I'm pissed. What do you mean streak fixed? I did it yesterday. Kidding me. Or kidding me. Oh, I was at the dealership yesterday. I brought my laptop and I was sitting there playing Neopets. And everybody could see if they were standing like where I had to sit. People could see that's where like the reception area was. And I'm like, I wonder if someone was gonna walk up and say, "Hey, you play Neopets too?" But no one did. No one did whatsoever. So I was alone. But maybe they're like, look at that guy playing that weird game on his laptop. But I had to get my dailies in. That's what I was doing yesterday. It was really nice because when I went to the dealership, so I drove it roughly in an entire year 800 miles. Not even a joke. That's what it clocked in at. So in the last roughly 5 years, in the last 5 years, I've driven on my car about 10,000 miles. It is really insane. So every year, like at this point, I'm at the point where the parts on my car are like dying. It's a 2015, but after 10 years or 11 years, your parts start dying. So I went and added the things that needed to be replaced after so many years. And the dude looked at me and he just looked at my request. And he said, "It makes sense what you wrote down here, but if it was my car, I wouldn't do this." He started subtracting things. He was like, you probably don't need that." He's like, "Well, check, but you're probably not going to need this stuff right now just because of the mileage." Even though it says like year wise, he just started removing it. And I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. Because you think about it, when you go to the car place for your inspection or anything, you're expecting the worst. You're expecting people to totally rip you off too, right? That's what I expect. Because the place I went to before, years ago, what many years ago, like 15, 20 years ago, they were totally, all about trying to add as much stuff onto you. And think about what I just said. Like, this guy is actively removing things that I thought had to be done. He's removing it. I'm like, I thought I'd have to pay minimum 700, 800, 900, $1,000. It ended up being 360. And I'm like, that is crazy. Like, what actually happened? Yeah, so it was amazing. It's one of those nice things where now I know I could go to that place and just trust that guy. I don't know about other people, but I know I'm gonna be looking for that guy the next time I go there next year. And then I tell him I only drove for 1,000 miles. Yeah, yeah. I love driving too. Driving is a lot of fun. Like when you choose to do it, when you have to do it because you just have to do it for whatever reason, not as fun, especially like depending on how long it is. But yesterday, just having the day off and then just enjoying the summer, having the window down, very, very nice. Got a car wash right after that. It was beautiful. Beautiful day. All right, but King Scarl over here is not having a beautiful day, and he is not dropping what I need. Yeah, it's funny how this comes and goes, like the spurts of the prizes that you get, because it's been like a good week since I got this collectible charm. I got like two basically back to back, and then now it's kind of like it's just I haven't gotten anything for a whole week. So, buddy, you need to drop me one. 'Cause I need the money. I need the money for no real reason. The Monopoly thing's very interesting. If you're not seeing Neopets Nation on that, like I see a lot of people like it. It never ceases to amaze me, like the things people say when they go to sell stuff. Some go like, "I'm a collector. Here's the proof, but I bought like two or three of these things, and now I get to sell two, or I have to sell, one or two of them, but I'll keep the other one." That some people are justifying that. I know there's some people that have bills that come up, so I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'll tell you a story that I saw from Magic the Gathering. If I never told you this, there's a group that I'm in on Facebook for Magic the Gathering, and this guy said he had bills come up. Like he wanted to sell his stuff because he really has to pay some bills. And then that same very person on the same exact day went to the new card game called Flesh and Blood. And in that group, he said he was looking to buy these cards. So in one group, he said he had bills to pay. In the other group, he said he's looking to buy, these cards that were hundreds of dollars. So it's stuff like this that comes up that makes me go, I don't know if I can really believe. It gives you that feeling, that horrible feeling that people are just lying, and I can't do it because I know some people do it because they want others to buy from them, and so by doing this whole tell you a story, maybe you'll be more willing to buy from them first, because it's all about trying to sell yours first over everybody else, and that's when it gets really bad. I know there was another time where, and going back to this whole losing trust in the world, I remember myself, my brother, and my sister, we went to an anime convention, and we were walking around the town, the city that it was in, trying to get lunch. We went to a Subway restaurant, like actual sandwich. It's not a Subway. We went to Subway sandwich. Outside, when we went out there was this guy. He didn't say he was homeless, but his story was that he didn't have enough. His car broke down, and he's just looking for fare for the bus. Right, like he's just trying to make his way home, Makes a lot of sense. His car broke down and he needed like $5 to get there. My brother gives him $10. And I'm like, I looked at my brother. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, that guy just needs to get home to his kids. And I'm like, all right, all right. But I don't think he is, because literally when we were out of view, he started walking down past the bus stop and started asking other people. He gave him the same story. And I know this because I walked back just to hear what the guy was saying. I wanted to know. I was very curious. And he was asking more people again for money to go on the bus because his car broke down. And I'm like, it sucks because there's people that really, really are homeless or in need or whatever. And this guy is literally taking it away from those people. Not to say other, like, maybe he's working harder than them. I don't know, like, whatever you want to say there. But I think it's just, it makes people not want to give because you see stuff like that happen. Now it's like, well, I think this guy is homeless. Like the next guy, do I give him the money, or is this guy just trying to scam me like that guy trying to get bus fare home? Just not very good. And then, like, I go back to what's happening on Neopets Nations with the Monopoly. And I go, do I believe this person? Do I want to help them out because they're having all these bills and it'd be good to like buy from them versus somebody else? Right? Like, it's not good. And in the end, I will say, if to me, like, if you just want to sell the item, you bought the item to sell it, just put it up without the story. I think someone will eventually buy it if you have it for the right price, right? People aren't going to care in the end as long as it's the right price. I don't think you have to make some elaborate story. And again, I know some people are having problems, bills, and all that. They bought it a while ago. I get it. Things come up. But not every one of these people are trustworthy enough that I believe all their stories. It's just really sad in that way that you have to like basically question like people's stories because they want to just sell items, which is this. Oh, there's a my niece is writing me. Basically, if you didn't see, this is crazy. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring it up over here. You did not see. It's about food. There's this place, if you've never heard of it, Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm trying to see. They actually have some kind of appetizer. Buffalo Wild Wings appetizer deal. Oh, these guys have it. Buffalo Wild Wings for a limited time. Here you go. It's sometimes there just aren't enough appetizers to satisfy the party's pre-wing wing cravings. Buffalo Wild Wings, new solution, $9.99, and this is bottomless app. So basically, for a table of 4, you pay $10. Like, it's not $10 for everybody. It's $10 per table of 4. So basically, if there's 4 of you, split it. It's $2.50 each. You get mozzarella stick. You get endless rounds of 2 appetizers at a time. Mozzarella sticks, onion rings, fried pickles, hatch queso, and chips and salsa. And I was sitting there and I was telling my sister, I'm like, I would not want to eat that. Like, there's gonna be like, you could get so tired of it really quickly. And one of the people out on YouTube, Notorious Bob, it was actually interesting what happened here. I am not logged into YouTube. I do not believe. Here we go. This guy. Not to spoil the end if you actually want to watch this, but he ate this bottomless app right here. He ate the bottomless app, and they ran out of onion rings and they ran out of mozzarella sticks. Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. So yeah, they ran out of both things. But yeah, they didn't order any chicken or anything. Literally, their receipt at the end was $10 for the apps, and then they got sodas and the other lady that was not on this thumbnail, she got a margarita or some kind of drink. So that was it, $10. I don't know how much of these I want to eat, but I mean, ideally, Buffalo Wild Wings thought people would probably buy chicken or something else or drinks with all of that because how much of that do I really want to eat? all of it's basically fried, and the flavors probably get really tiring. But yeah, they ate a lot of it. I can't believe they ran out of mozzarella sticks and onion rings. Pretty crazy. But that is it. That is it. You know, sometimes when I do these videos, I don't even know how I end up on these topics, but this one prompted by my niece. Let's see, general Neopets discussion. Is it still crazy in here? Are we good? Do you knit? Do you knit because of Neopets? I don't knit. I have nothing against knitting. I'm probably really bad at it. I tried to crochet. Someone gave me a crochet kit for Christmas. Went really wrong. We had an origami event at work this week. It was like part of our, not always working thing. So they gave us money to buy an origami kit. I will tell you, they're like having speed races and most accurate. I was like on instruction number 3 with 6 minutes in. It was just bad. It was like fold here and fold this, and I'm like fold along this line. I'm like, I don't get it. I honestly do not understand. Other people were asking, like this lady that finished quick, if she cut the paper, and then she's like, no, I just watched YouTube. So the whole point was we had a PDF file that you had instructions, and the one didn't even have instructions. It just showed what it's supposed to look like after like what you did. And I finished really quick because I just brought it up on YouTube and I just folded it like YouTube. And I'm like, that's kind of like anti the point of what's actually happening. Why are Nerkvids rising in price? What is happening with Nerkvids? Was it because of the rainbow paintbrush bag being awarded by the vending machine by accident? They already renamed it to paintbrush and will no longer award it. What is this paintbrush bag? I was surprised if you sold at 59,000. What is this paintbrush bag? I remember hearing something about that, but I didn't bother looking it up. So, hey, bonus. Oh, oh, shoot. It's a oh my God, that's actually pretty cool. Wearable paintbrush bag. Imagine all the colorful things you get. This item was exclusively awarded through a virtual prize code. Not surprising. This item was inadvertently available through the Alien Aisha vending machine on July 10th prior to its official release. Dang. Well, totally missed on that one. Totally missed out on that one. Okay, well, nothing I can do about that now. Yeah, I've been hoarding mine since they increased the drop rates. I have roughly 650. What does bag do? It's just a wearable. Yeah, it's just a wearable. It's just a pretty wearable. I don't know if I'd put it up midnight rice bowl. What does that mean? We eating rice at midnight? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, 3 a.m. latte. I love midnight rice bowl. Yeah, but what the big thing is, what do you put in your rice bowl? Oh yeah, my niece came over. I told you, like, I made that skirt steak so freaking delicious. You know how she eats her rice, and again, I know it's different. Since I am Asian, we have soy sauce or we have this fish sauce. I've heard before my friends that are not Asian-y. The one response I always heard back was butter with salt or pepper. That's what I always got back with their rice. I'm like, what? That's confused. But my niece, she likes eating it straight, like just straight up rice, like nothing else in it. I'm like, what do you do? When she came over here, she just ate 3 bowls of white rice. Not this past time, but the times before, she would just eat white rice in a bowl with the chopsticks, which was that part was pretty amazing to me too. That she was eating the rice with chopsticks. Even getting like the little single grain, she didn't like try to get it with her fingers or something. She literally used the chopstick and got it. She's prepping for Japan. So let's see what else we got. Neopet Squid Games. I wish the foreign boards were still what foreign board? I love my American friends, but thinking too much about the US freaks me out. What does that even mean? What? I wish too the Japanese side of Neopets hasn't been updated in years. I know there's group chats for Brazilian players, car culture. I don't know what that means. Thinking about the US freaks me out. Where's this person from? What's wrong with the US? Brazil. Nothing wrong with the United States. I've been to plenty of countries outside of the United States, and I don't see what the every place is unique, right? Like I've been to lots of countries, and I don't see what the problem actually is. And I think people these days make a lot about the country and all that, like all the countries, but each one of them has their own unique problems. I will tell you that. No place is a wonderland, but I will tell you, United States is a lot better than a lot of the places I've been to, right? When it comes to freedoms and all of that stuff. Oh shoot, showed you my bank. All right, I've been growing. It's been growing very nicely, steadily. 284 million. I think the last time I showed it, it was like 240, 230, something like that. 284 million. I know. It's insane. 285. Actually, 286 with how much I'm holding on me. 208, almost 287 because of this baby paintbrush that's sitting there. And then I have these Ice Extravaganza scratch cards. See, so it's just steadily just growing. Neopets. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I ever hit the max. And I have to still figure out what I do with my Monopoly stuff. If it ever comes, as I don't have it yet. I don't have it. Wow, okay, I've been talking too long. I will see you all later. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday if I don't see you around. And you know, go out, have some fun today. It's a really, actually no, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain here. But I am really cold in this basement. So I think it's time to I get up and mosey on out there. I'll see y'all later. Bye.